What is up, everybody? It is me, BlazeBuster, back for another video, and today we have with us a lot of people, actually. Does everyone want to go ahead and introduce themselves?
I'll go ahead and start, bro. I'm Majin Mamba. Call me Mamba.
I'm Drizzle Coffee.
I'm Blue-Eyed Demon.
Angel Mike.
Chris.
Chris.
What?
You all are like top 100 players, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so before we get into our first character, I'm gonna say this character is a technical. Okay, first we have our technical character, that being Dr. Giro. Okay, yeah. What are the thoughts on the technical being Dr. Giro?
Loki caught me off guard. I was
Yeah.
not expecting it to be that real.
Honestly,
Like it.
I could see it. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I was caught off guard.
Thinking, what in the world? Why Dr. Giro, all characters? Because I realized something. We only have one character who is a healer, and that is Boo. Well, how about we design another one? For Dr. Giro's passive, it's going to be called Energy Absorption. Dr. Giro would have a bar below his health bar that fills as Giro fights NPCs and enemy heroes. This bar is the enemy's energy he collects. When this bar is full, it will activate Giro's combat mode. In this mode, Giro does more damage and allies nearby deal more damage. Skill 1. Okay, so thoughts on the passive? Like,
Is it like a drain, like cell? Like,
yeah,
does,
it would
or-
work. It would work similar to Cell's Drain, where it's like he fights them and then he absorbs energy.
So the only issue I have with that being on a technical, it would force the technical to slow down in between changing lanes when he's like moving for defense or rotating, just to make sure that he has at all times his passive up, which in itself sounds like an interesting idea, however inherently would damage how the technical role functions as an entirety.
That's a very good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
One way how that could be circumvented is restricting it strictly to heroes attacks. So unlike
Mhm.
cells being minions and heroes, his could be strictly only heroes. And just, being a very decent chunk of said bar whenever he procs it.
1. Android eye beams. Dr. Giro shoots eye beams from his eyes in a line in front of him, dealing damage to anyone hit and also making dust, making a wall enemies can't see through. If Dr. Giro uses this ability while the energy bar is full, he will shoot 3 beams back and forth. Skill 2. Initial thoughts on the skill 1?
So it'll blind you, right? Is that what you're saying?
Basically, the way I imagine it is you know how Cooler shoots his eye beams? It's like that, but he does it in a line away from him. And
Similar
in that,
to the anime moment when he blew.
yes, and it would create smoke that you can't see through.
So it'd be like a Krillin cooler.
Yeah.
But like
The issue, the idea itself is nice. I would first need to see the rest of his kit to determine if the smoke would be too much or not, because smoke can very much make or break a character.
Android Impalation. Dr. Giro charges an enemy and grabs them, stabbing them with his hand and stealing energy from the enemy. The more HP the enemy has, the more energy it fills the bar. If Giro uses this skill, when his bar is full, he will stab the enemy, then slam them into the ground, causing reduced movement. I figured this would be like a fight starter, kind of like how Deborah starts his fight with the one move, the hand blast.
oh, so it's basically like sealed grab sort of, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What would the range be on that?
I didn't think it would be all that long. Probably
Like a 17 skill 2, his stun.
yeah, something like that, like around 17 skill 2.
Then it's fine, yes.
Yeah, that makes
Any long and
Actually,
it
see
would
what
be
first
massive.
skill, like know the combo.
And any long and it would be a massive fucking issue.
Yeah, like it's not supposed to be like it's the biggest thing with it. Like I said, is it's supposed to get you a lot of energy drain when you first use it on. Like it's a fight opener to get yourself a bunch of energy. Skill 3. Your energy is mine. For his skill 3, Dr. Giro would raise his hands and absorb any oncoming blasts, filling up his energy absorption. The stronger the blast, the more energy received. If this skill is used when his bar is full, then Giro would enter his energy flush state. In this state, a circle appears around Giro where if an ally is standing in the circle, they start receiving healing. And for his
So, I have an issue with that.
I don't know. Like it sounds like it's gonna be open.
Having that
On
would
OP.
be that would be better on an ultimate than on a skill on a
So
skill.
you're essentially taking Boo's ultimate effect.
Let me explain my main issue with that real
Hmm.
quick. Absorbing beam attacks. That would be the same property as Cell's Dome ult and Freeze's Supernova. It would be way too fucking broken on a basic ability. I'm just thinking about, like, it would be better if that would be outright his ultimate.
Okay.
Because then you could leave, like, the property in of, yeah, it can also absorb, like, ultimates, like special ring cannons and whatnot too.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be somewhat fine, because that can be played around and baited out.
Yep.
But having that on a basic ability sounds outright too fucking broken.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, especially with the cooldown, bro, on the ults.
Yeah.
It'd be way longer.
Yeah, you could do more with the healing. There could be more done with the healing. There could be more done with the AoE. But like on a basic ass ability cooldown, like either you're giving up a utility slot, which is highly required on technical, right? Because right now we only have a short range stun, we only have a smoke screen, right?
Mhm.
And then you are now taking up a potential completely fucking broken ability.
Have Doctor's treatment. When Giro uses his ultimate, he creates a circle around him that follows him. Any enemy in this circle receives damage and all allies receive healing. If Giro uses this ultimate while his bar is full, all allies in range get a big health boost and all enemies lose the ability to use blast skills while in the circle.
That sounds extremely broken.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You
Like
can
imagine using his skill 3 into his ult.
So you're essentially combining 17th barrier, Boo's healing circle, and
Kinda.
Cell's Dome.
Yeah, definitely. It does. If you say it like that, it does sound really broken. Dr. Giro, because this is my second video I've made, and Mamba looked at it, and in the first video I did Super Janemba, Meta Cooler, and Orange Piccolo, and Dr. Giro definitely sounds like the most broken of all of the characters I've designed. And I
Don't pay you off to make a new broken character that isn't Gohan.
Man, Loki sounds
Like,
fun to use though. I
they-
can't lie.
The first two skills sound very good.
Yeah, but I'm going to say it as it is. Fun to use doesn't mean fun to play against.
I do agree. I 100% agree. If I was to make him today, I'd definitely change it. One of my big things when making him was I just wanted to include the energy absorption thing as much as I could, because that's kind of like Jiro's whole thing is like the hand absorption. And I wanted to use a lesser character, like a character people wouldn't expect as much. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this character on bustedness?
Busted
Your concept, right?
in a
10?
10 plus actually.
10
Yeah,
plus?
10.
Maybe a 20.
Time.
25.
For our damage character, we have Nova Shenron. Okay, what are the initial thoughts on Nova Shenron?
Loki, I feel like it's fun as fuck. Like I feel like
Yeah. The
I
only
prefer that.
downside I see to that is the younger crowd that doesn't know GT as well.
True, that is true. Okay,
I
that
do
makes
like
sense.
the idea of like an underrated character getting like, because a lot of people do like him. It's just that he doesn't get that love in games as much as. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be like different for sure.
Skill 1, Nova Armor. Nova Shenron creates an armor of fire on himself, which makes it so anyone who attacks him takes a small amount of damage back, basically creating a thorn effect. Nova can use this skill over and over to let it level up. Whenever Nova Armor levels up, the effects of the skill increase, as also increasing Nova's speed, and the more damage his Nova Armor sends back, increasing the Thorns effect. But it can only be leveled up 5 times.
Sounds like a tank ability to me.
You think that's a tank ability?
Bardock, sort of.
Yeah, I think the idea itself is cool because like you have to be careful with how you attack him and stuff, but yeah, I think it's not really a DPS
But it
unless
also gives me a speed.
unless he could
too.
shoot it, unless he shoots that energy like a counter kind of
It is
type of-
connected to all of his other skills. I will say
Okay.
that. Skill 2, Fire Meteor. Nova puts his hands together and shoots a ball of fire that explodes, dealing fire damage over time. If Nova armor is active while you use the skill, then the damage is greater and grants Nova a level on his Nova armor.
That's
I
pretty
think that's fine.
cool. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
'Cause he's not too broken with this with a broken ass skill 1. Skill 2. I think it's pretty balanced right there.
Some characters are balanced.
Some.
Fiery Grasp. Nova charges the enemy and wraps around them, placing his hand in front of the enemy's face, blasting the opponent. If Nova armor is active when you use the skill, then the enemy starts taking fire damage over time and raises Nova's armor. Nova's
Sounds like a tank move again to me.
tank move. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can kind of see that. It is Sun Tornado. When Nova triggers the ultimate, Nova starts spinning, creating a fire tornado. Where he's standing, all enemies who get hit by the ultimate take damage over time. When the tornado hits them, all enemies are sucked into the center of the ultimate. When Nova armor is active during this situation at level 3, it allows Nova to move while using the ultimate, as well as increasing his armor level by 2 points, basically putting him at a max Nova armor level. I like the... So pretty much, I know I said it weird in the video, but basically how it works is whenever he uses it, he creates a fire tornado on himself, and it does damage over time and sucks them towards the middle. But if he were to use the ultimate while he has an armor level of 3, then he can move during it, and it increases
Which
his
also
armor
would
by-
drag the
Yeah.
enemies while they move.
Yes.
You need to
Oh,
build a
that's
tank,
pretty-
not
It's not like-
DPS.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of like a tank.
I feel like his ult will be like a boss secure type of ult. Like it would help you secure
Mm-hmm.
the boss teammates because it's pulling everybody in.
True.
And your teammates could like get the boss.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying he's built more like a tank than a DPS.
Okay.
Yeah, he lucky my tank.
He'd be
That-
a badass tank.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The concept is good.
I didn't really think about it like that, so it definitely makes sense. I was thinking more... Oh, hold on, I might actually say it in here. It would also be a skill check character, because bad players who just try to run up and spam skills will die quickly and end up getting punished, whereas people who are more skilled will have to sit back and think, maybe dealing attacks from afar or blasting at him. Pretty much that was my like kind of ideas. I just wanted him to be kind of like a skill check character so that people couldn't just
Yeah.
like bum rush into him and try and beat him, whereas they'd have to be a little bit smart.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I really like that one for real.
Turles. One of my
Okay.
favorites of the movie villains.
Really-
I think he-
really
he's
excited to see
a
this.
tank. Skill 1, Sudden Storm. Turles raises his hand and shoots out a flurry of ki blasts that track the opponent, working similarly to Gotenks' Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. Awful.
Can I ask what role is he?
Tank?
Tank.
I like it so far.
Me
do?
too.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm being a little biased because this is one of my favorite characters.
Will it apply like a status effect?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
I didn't think of any because I didn't think of any that would like flow well with the character. Is there any that you
Flows, I
think
would say
be good?
flows them.
No, down.
Flow
Yeah.
them?
Flows them, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, think of what a tank tries to do to try and help heal or help their DPS escape or even delay an enemy DPS.
Okay.
And kind of make it like Vegeta's, bro, where if he hits him, like he regains shield. That would be pretty cool too.
Okay. That makes
Oh yeah, that's actually not bad thought.
Skill 2, Meteor Burst. Turles charges his opponent and slams them into the ground, raising his hand up and blasting the opponent with ki, giving them slowed, making them unable to use their vanishing step for a short period of time as well. Thoughts on the skill 2?
All right,
I like
question,
it.
question.
I like it.
All right, so for the skill 2, is this like do you get faster when you start it, similar to like Bardock, or like how does it work? Is it like
It would be like there would be a radius around Turles that if he think of it like Spopovich, the helper, he would basically select an enemy nearby, you would teleport to them and then use meteor burst. It wouldn't have as far a range as Spopovich. It would be severely smaller compared to that. I would think
Yeah.
I'd think probably about at max level, maybe between the two pillars here at max level.
Oh, bet. He sounds like a perfect counter for Kefla, even though Kefla is not out yet.
Facts.
Like,
I guess I envisioned it more as
And
a
a hit.
cooler skill too, but
Yeah.
too that you just said where you have to pick an enemy. I like that too.
Look at me, I'm countering Kefla before she even came out.
Right?
Fruit of the Tree of Might. Turles takes a bite of a piece of fruit, giving Turles a small amount of health and increasing his attack and speed. I imagine this would be his main ability. You could use this before a fight to be stronger for the coming fight, or during to give yourself a health boost. For Turles' ult,
So is that gonna be like a Kel ult kind of thing?
I think
Like,
of
is
it
it
more
gonna be
like
that-
Vegeta. No. I think it's more like Vegeta's armor ability, but it also just makes him. It gives him a small attack buff as well, and it doesn't give as much HP as Vegeta's armor though, because that's a lot of HP.
I can almost see this being a passive in a sense, similar to Bardock.
And how long does it last? Is it a lasting or like is it?
Yeah,
with the-
it lasts. I'd figure it'd last like 3 to 5 seconds. Ultimate, we have the Tree of Might. Turles slams his fist into the ground and a tree grows from where he punches. This tree would have a health bar and a radius. If Turles or any of his allies are in the radius, they all go under a stronger version of the Fruit of the Tree of Might, as well as Turles being able to stack it with his own ability. Whenever you level this ability up, the tree would get bigger, but so would its HP bar, meaning the opponents would have to target the tree first, making the tree become an immediate priority. I like this concept because it
that actually sounds very unique. Like,
what were the effects of the tree?
increases, it would basically add a shield to the character. It would give them a health buff, which is kind of like a shield, and then it would give them an attack buff.
So like
That's in the AoE of the tree.
Yes.
Get that. Well, okay.
You're
Is
almost
the tree
adding
easy to
another boss.
break down, or is it not easy to break down? Like,
I
what would you say how?
I would think it would have like it'd have enough health that one person alone would have to sacrifice a lot of resources to take it down. But if an entire team all focused it at once, they could take it down quickly.
So like, basically, you would have to use your ult to destroy his ult.
Yes.
Or basically, okay. I like that.
I like the idea a lot, actually.
I actually really like it.
It almost adds like a second boss component to each boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you want to take the boss or you want to take the tree? You want to take the tree.
And how much armor? How much does that armor
Like,
negate damage to your allies? Would it do a lot of like a lot of armor to them? How would that work?
So the tree would give basically the same buff Turles gets, but it would be like it would be, I don't know, maybe like 10% or 20% better. And then of course Turles could stack his own on top of it.
Yeah. The other question is, how long does it linger if they don't destroy it?
I actually didn't think about that. I'd say probably 10 seconds, maybe a bit longer. Like I wouldn't want it to be permanent, or at the very least, like maybe if maybe the tree stays but the effect doesn't stay, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would create this like obstacle you either have to go around or destroy.
okay.
Yeah. So I'll say, and I wonder if you give them the ability to cancel the tree if needed. Was my next thought, depending on what your answer was.
I would say no, mostly because I'm just trying to think like how he would do that, like just rip up the tree. Like obviously in game, you know, he just clicks the button, the tree disappears, but I would say no, the tree kind of stays until it's destroyed.
Is Blaze Buster secretly working for Toshi?
I think he is.
Facts.
I wish I'd be making. I'm currently unemployed.
Hey, these are some great ideas, bro. Not gonna lie.
Not bad, like, not
Kirby,
that sounds
you
like
better
very
be
good.
watching to see if Toshi's stealing your ideas.
Fact.
Better copyright these.
Honestly, I'd be okay with it just because I'd love to see it in the game.
Be cool.
I'm looking to get you paid.
Not bad.
So
Oh,
How-
yeah, go back to the video.
1 out of 10, how broken would you rate Nova Shenron? Because we forgot to do him.
Oh no.
I
Like a
thought that
7.
was a DPS or a tank.
He was a DPS.
Like
Right.
a 7. If he's a DPS with what you said, like like a 6.
6.
Yeah, I think it goes down as a DPS versus a tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of OP-ness, because he's
Yeah.
a DPS, so like we know naturally DPSs have natural higher strength, so he turns into like a variation of DPS tank.
Okay. So like a
Kind of like what Topo was supposed to be, right? Is what you said.
Yeah.
But like seems like he's gonna be mostly like that all the time because of his
Yeah.
passive. So
We have that. It's called Bardock.
I'd say 7, bro. I leave it as a 7.
7. What
out of
about?
OP-ness, he sounds like a 10,
Oh, okay.
just because he's not a tank and
I
he's a
think-
DPS.
I think
That's
the
what
reason I gave it a 7 is because like you have to be like how can I say this? He can easily miss his skills too. Like
Yeah.
if you counter it right, like I don't think he'd be as much of a threat because he's
Yeah.
very
Yep.
vulnerable.
But I'm only rating it a 10 for comp wise, because
Okay.
people are gonna learn
Yeah.
everything. For like a comp scene, that shit sounds OP as fuck. But if it's like casual, then probably be like a 5.
Okay. And what about Turles?
Charlie sounds fun as fuck.
I don't think he's broken. Potentially, I could see him being very like a good solid like 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he
I
sounds.
think that was the most. Yeah. I think he fulfills the role of what a tank should do to a degree that we miss with everyone that's not SS4.
My answer to that is, as a Piccolo player, I wouldn't mind him.
You wouldn't mind him? Okay.
Because his tree would just be gone instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tree would be amazing for Piccolo.
Bro, just gonna throw an instant special beam cannon at it.
I mean, it's pretty much just like
Oh, you planted your tree. Would be a shame if you just flash beam.
Tell me how you feel, I just wanna know. Are you really real, or you just a ghost? I'm too busy overthinking. It's all about the same things. Tell me how you feel, I just wanna know. Are you really real, or you just a ghost? I'm playing to follow the leader.